Sarah Griffiths here from sallyg.com, tonight's guest expert on Mums in Business. So before I start, I just want to say, I'm speaking to you from Western Australia. And honestly, I'm in a part of Australia that is not affected by the fires. But I know that many of you will be over east. And I just want to say, I cannot tell you, our hearts, everyone I'm speaking to over here, our hearts go out to you over in the East for what you're going through with the fires at the moment. We are untouched where I am in WA. I know there's parts of WA further south to me that do have the fires, but nothing like you're experiencing over East. And I cannot tell you, everyone I speak to is just so moved and so touched, and just, I don't know, it's like the humanitarian collective, isn't it? Everyone just wants to do what they can. And it's kind of got to the point, there's so many videos in my feed about the koalas being rescued and people's homes and everything, and it's so overwhelming that you almost don't want to watch it, but yet we do, because we want to support people who are going through it. We kind of want to be there for you, to feel it for you. And yeah, it's not on our doorstep, but it's very sad to see our country ravaged in the way that it is. So just to assure you that the feelings over here for you over in the East are genuine and heartfelt. And yeah, it's on everyone's lips for sure. So, okay, so that out the way, a little bit of a downer to start with. But anyway, so I wanted to come on and talk to you tonight about some things that I've been, it's been a pattern with the clients that I've been dealing with lately. So I'm a trauma and abuse expert. I help people overcome the trauma of abuse, and in particular, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, rapidly, very fast. And we know that abuse, obviously, it affects your life. If you go through abuse, it affects your life very seriously. It has a big impact, and it's not limited. It's not localized. It affects every area of your life. And the main areas that it affects are obviously your career and your business, and your relationships, which includes your money, obviously, around your career and your business. And I've noticed a big trend lately around two little words, and these are the two words that I put into the title purposely, because I have noticed a very big phenomenon with women who are in business, and they are being held back by something in their past, whether you want to call it abuse, maybe it's not that traumatic, but something is holding them back. And the two words that seem to sum this up are, I have a lot of women talking about they know that they're being held back by a sense that they don't deserve more than they currently have. They don't deserve what they're thinking of achieving, and that if they try to achieve it, they will be punished. Now, obviously, that does come from, that's a subconscious pattern that is created due to abuse, childhood abuse. And when I do the work with these women, it's clear where the pattern comes from. But I just wanted to make you aware that these are very, very destructive forces in your business, the sense that you don't deserve. And I thought if I bring it up, it might make you look at, why isn't your business, if your business isn't where you think it should be, if it's not where you want it to be, and you're aware that you're playing small, for some reason you're not achieving what you know you should, you're not doing all you can to achieve your potential, then I want you to think about these words, deserve and punishment. And it might not be both, it might just be one. You might just have a sense that you don't deserve something. But added to that, you might also have the sense that you're going to be punished if you try and achieve what it is you want to achieve. So to put that into perspective for you, I wanted to ask you some questions, because this is the work that I've been doing. And what I find without exception is that the women who are held back in their businesses because they feel that they don't deserve more, they're playing small for someone else. Someone else is keeping them small. So they're feeding off someone else's fear. It's not necessarily your fear. It's not your fear that you will succeed or fail or whatever you do, because we all know that failure is just learning, and we just take the learning and move on to something else, or we do what we were doing in a different way or a better way. But someone else has a belief system, a behavior of thoughts and patterns that is keeping you small. And you are afraid to succeed because of how it will affect someone else, because of what someone else will think or say, or because of what they already think and say. And they make it clear that you shouldn't go for whatever it is you're trying to do. They're very negative. They put you down. They make you think smaller than you should be. Now, here's the thing to understand about this, and this is a game changer when you really, really get this. Anyone who is trying to diminish you, keep you small, hold you back for whatever reason, is doing it from their own sense of lack. It's because they are not what you are. They are not as big as you, as capable as you. They don't have your vision, your courage, your resilience. They couldn't do what you are doing. So they have two choices. They either have to step up themselves, because suddenly here you are, you're moving, you're growing, you're becoming someone else, becoming something else, or you want to. And they're here. So you move like this. Well, they've got a choice, haven't they? They can either move up with you, which, remember, takes courage, strength, resilience. It takes so much to be able to do that. So many good characteristics. But what do they do if they can't do it? If they just don't have it in them, they have to drag you back. And it's all down to their lack. So just remember this: anyone trying to diminish you or hold you back or squash you in any way does not have your best interests at heart. These are not people who are encouraging you to achieve your potential, to be the best version of you. Anyone who is trying to hold you back in any way is coming from a not good motivation. Now, motivations only come from two places. So a motivation comes from love, or it comes from fear. And when someone is holding you back, or when you can feel them pulling you back, you can look at what they're doing and saying and decide for yourself, does this come from love? Is this about protection? Is this about wanting to encourage me to be the best version of me, or to achieve my potential in a different way, maybe? And you will know this. When you question it, you will know it from what was said, how it was said. Was it said to discourage you? Is it supposed to encourage you? Does it sound supportive? Or is it about attacking you? Is it about criticizing? Is it designed to put you off what you are doing? And if you come to the conclusion that what is being said or done is all about throwing you off track, holding you back, then you immediately know that that comes from a motivation of fear. Okay? And that fear is based in the person's lack, their lack of themselves. They don't have your self-belief. They don't have your self-confidence, your expansive mindset, your knowledge, your ability. You have more than they do. Okay? And in every way, and examine this for yourselves. Don't just take my word on it, but examine this. So this is what I wanted to speak to you about. I wanted to speak to you about being aware that thinking that you don't deserve something will hold you back. And it could be a subconscious thought or a pattern. So if you're finding yourself constantly thinking that you want to do more but not able to take those steps, then this is where it comes from. It's your subconscious beliefs. It's your childhood pre-programming. It's what's been written into your subconscious. So be aware of that, because that can easily be overwritten with the right processes. But more than anything, be aware of other people holding you back and their motivations for doing it. And the second you feel someone is a pull on you, question what's saying and what's being done, and question their motives. Are they coming from a place of love, or are they coming from a place of fear? And remember that a place of love will always be about, even if it's about maybe asking you to slow down or to look at things differently, you're going to feel that it's supportive, that it's in your best interest, and it's designed for your overall growth. But the second you feel that someone is holding you back, pulling you down, just squashing you and diminishing you, be aware that that is rooted in fear, and it is based on their lack. So hopefully there's some really good stuff in this for you to think about. I would suggest you go back and play this from the beginning, watch it again, and take out the information to start to be aware of the motives of others when they are either supporting you or not. Both of those things are to be aware of. Even when people are supporting you, what's their motive? What's their motive for doing it? And make sure that it comes from a place of love. Okay, so that's what I'm going to leave with you for now. Any questions? Yep, please just leave them in the comments. If you want to know more about what I've said, of course, just comment, just contact me. Absolutely great. I'd love to hear from you. And once again, just to assure you that from all of us over here in the West, our hearts really are going out to you with the huge fire tragedy that is going on over there. It really is a natural disaster of, well, natural, man-made. Even if it was arson, obviously everything's very dry. There's a lot of things that come into play, we know. But anyway, our hearts, whatever it is, it's a tragedy of epic proportions, and our hearts are truly with you. Okay, thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.